Venomous. Meaning with examples. Pronunciation. Venomous. Venomous. It is an adjective. Meaning. 1. An animal that is venomous produces poison. Also, people act in a venomous way when they are cruel, evil, or deliberately harmful. 2. If you describe a person or their behavior as venomous, you mean that they show great bitterness, and angered someone. 3. A venomous snake, spider, or other creature uses poison to attack other creatures. Examples. 1. She has endured more sustained, and venomous attacks than any woman politician. 2. His brand of vacuous but venomous thinking is, now being directed at athletes. 3. Democracy has become more venomous, and at the same time more toothless. 4. There are about 2,700 species of snake in the world, yet only 50 or so are highly venomous. 5. Among the symptoms of a venomous snake bite are pain, swelling, nausea, and weakness. 6. I fear the rhetoric will get more venomous, and the country will become more divided. 7. The English tabloid newspapers are, particularly venomous on subjects like immigration. 8. A spiteful and venomous campaign was, indulged in during those summer months. 9. In our laboratory, our major focus is, on the venomous skin secretions of amphibians. 10. Many contestants were bitten by venomous snakes, or went insane from thirst. 11. And I find myself stuck in those silences, with words on the venomous tip of my tongue. 12. The same arm had been pierced by a venomous foot-long fang not long afterward. Venturous. Meaning with examples. Pronunciation. Venturous. Venturous. It is an adjective. Meaning. 1. Someone who's venturous has a bold, brave spirit and isn't afraid to take risks. 2. Venturesome. 3. Having or showing a disposition to undertake ventures, adventurous. 4. Attended with risk, hazardous. Examples. 1. They were the more comradely men, the more venturous, the more individual. 2. So the venturous knight turned his attention, once more to wild roving upon the sea. 3. At the time, any woman venturous enough to want to be an astronaut faced ridicule. 4. A few, venturous truants, disappeared in the direction of the Saraskirat wall, not far off. 5. So the venturous knight turned his attention, once more to wild roving upon the sea. 6. I grant you this is as bold and venturous a feat, as ever has been attempted in war. 7. My father, as was his wont, proceeded next to this venturous undertaking. 8. Our venturous pilots map the windy skies, to serve our pleasure, huger galleons wait. 9. An hour later, Passepartout was laughing, at the result of his venturous plan. 10. Wilt thou not beware lest thy mood now press, our minds to venturous despair? 11. I have a venturous fairy that shall seek the squirrel's hoard, and fetch thee new nuts. 12. What he had seen them do, and the justice of his cause, made him too venturous. Voracious. Meaning with examples. Pronunciation. Voracious. Voracious. It is an adjective. Meaning. 1. Honest and not telling or containing any lies. 2. Someone who is veracious speaks the truth. 3. Characterized by truthfulness, true, accurate, or honest in content. 4. Honest, truthful. 5. Habitually truthful, honest. Examples. 1. Photius praises the style of Hesychius, and credits him with being a veracious historian. 2. He will be veracious only so long as the consequences are not seriously injurious. 3. All American Made is a soulful and veracious snapshot of the times we're living in. 4. Oysters an obvious option for voracious readers, or those of us living in 300 square feet studios. 5. Christian Brinton says of the art of Gary Melchers, that it is explicit and veracious. 6. For the social historian, this trilogy will prove a mine of gossip, rich veracious gossip. 7. Without doubt, true demons incarnate, replied the veracious priest. 8. The consequences were disastrous, to the veracious exception to the rule of his race. 9. What style of car have you got? Asked one of the men in the allegedly veracious anecdote. 10. Whether the devils were drowned with the pigs, this veracious history saith not. 11. A veracious modern writer describes them as, tasting like sugared cream and white almonds. 12. The Creator being absolutely veracious, the information imparted by the senses is infallible. Victorious. Meaning with examples. Pronunciation. Victorious. Victorious. It is an adjective. Meaning. 1. When you're victorious, you've won something. 2. Having won a victory, winning, triumphant. 3. Having won a victory, or ending in a victory. 4. Of, relating to, or characteristic victory. 5. Having won a game, competition, election, war, etc. Examples. 1. The entire subject has been neglected, because of the dominant myth of a victorious nation. 2. This is the direction from which the victorious, and long-missed king is expected to arrive. 3. They also capture the arms left by the enemy, the aftermath of their victorious battle. 4. Two defensive players, Von Miller and Malcolm Smith, also have been victorious. 5. It has been a season in which, he has been on the victorious side just 3 times. 6. We're going to study the subject of victorious prayer under 3 headings. 7. The supporters of the new school of thought were not completely victorious. 8. And who provided the support that made the idea victorious in many countries. 9. 3 young men from the victorious team came forward to collect their trophy. 10. This was the first Canaanite city to be attacked and reduced by the victorious Israelites. 11. The French were victorious, but Gaston fell in the act of pursuing the enemy. 12. But although the way lay clear to the victorious Athenian army, Theseus held them back. Villainous. Meaning with examples. Pronunciation. Villainous. Villainous. It is an adjective. Meaning. 1. Of, like, or characteristic of a villain, evil, wicked. 2. A villainous person is very bad, and willing to harm other people, or break the law in order to get what he or she wants. 3. Having a cruel, wicked, malicious nature or character. 4. Very objectionable or unpleasant, bad, wretched. Examples. 1. Susan Sarandon will also star, playing the villainous original character Victoria Cord. 2. Even the most villainous characters usually have some sort of redeeming quality. 3. Around and among them lounged villainous men with pocked faces and broken teeth. 4. Up close, his scars made him appear more sympathetic than menacing or villainous. 5. For what is Anna Delvey if not a villainous twist on the Cinderella fantasy? 6. They retrieved the bike and slinked away from O'Doyle and his ghastly, villainous look-alike. 7. Fosco himself is enormously fat, unfathomably clever, charismatic and gleefully villainous. 8. You can get plenty of antagonism from a villain, who isn't actually villainous. 9. Refreshingly, being gay is not shorthand for being perverted, repellent and villainous. 10. Actor Matthew McConaughey said, he enjoyed portraying the villainous man in black. 11. George A. Romeo's horror classic gives Tucci a juicy but small villainous role. 12. Ralph is a villain who lacks the villainous gene, a heavy who dreams of lightness. If you liked the video, please hit the like button. Also, subscribe to the channel, for more videos.